Welcome to Love My Dub. I want to welcome you to this show and this episode specifically because we're going to be talking about turning obstacles into opportunities. And I have a few specific cases that I'd like to share with you today, and also kind of get your wheels turning on how you can actually think about how challenges have actually moved you into a place of opportunity. And some of these challenges can be rather painful. And I'm here to share a few of my painful events and how we can get around them, how we can get through them. So welcome to Love My Dub. Join me. Let's jump in. All right.
Hi, Scott Sullivan here. A lot of you know me as Sully. Dub has doubled my business in the last year. You are about to go on a journey with Russ Johns. Welcome to I Love Dub.
Well, the best thing about Dub is the fact that I can make so many personal contacts with it, and it's so on point.
Why do I love Dub? Let me count the ways. One, because my friend Russ Johns uses it and he knows things.
And welcome back. I just wanted to share that with you because one of the reasons I love Dub is because it has such an impact on the opportunity to have a conversation. And one of the things I want to talk to you about today is the idea that there are times in our lives where we have to go through challenging moments. We have to wake up and say, I'm not sure what is going to take place today, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get through this. However, we typically do. We typically make it through the day. We work through our challenges, we work through our opportunities, and we work through those things. And what ends up happening is we end up becoming stronger as a result of this experience. It's almost as if fire tempers steel, and some of those challenging moments, that the way I look at it is neither good or bad. It's just an experience, and the experience allows us to actually craft our skills and temper our resilience in order to accomplish our goals. One of the benefits of challenging experiences, it teaches us how we're going to respond to circumstances. And as somebody that's been in many life circumstances, a range of lifetime experiences, I can tell you that some of the most incredible lessons I've learned have been through the most challenging moments in my life. And if you have that same thing, I want to ask you, has that ever happened to you? Have you ever had that opportunity, that occurrence where a challenging moment taught you a lesson you never imagined you would? And the reason I want to ask this question is because we all go through it. We all have some life experience, hopefully. And I hope that you've had a challenging experience in your life, because that's how we learn. That's how we evolve. That's how we end up moving forward in what we're doing. So, Michael Baker, thank you so much. It builds character. Absolutely. And Michael, Thank you for attending the show today. After the pirate broadcast, being on for hundreds of episodes, and taking a break over the summer, it taught me a lesson of tenacity, of being able to show up in order to do something bigger than what I myself can do. And it's the community that really is important. And I want to say hi to Joseph. Welcome. Thanks for joining today. I love it. Good morning. And hope you're doing well. And as you saw in the demo, JR, you met JR before, making connections and creating opportunities out of those circumstances, I think are incredibly important. The one thing that I've learned, after working with Ruben and Darius and the team at Dub, has been this idea that they built this software as a result of challenging circumstances and solving a problem. And with anything, if you can solve a problem and you can provide a solution to somebody's pain, somebody's challenging moments, that's an opportunity. That's turning a obstacle into an opportunity. Like when I fell, I was a drummer and I fell 3 stories and had to change the way I was looking at my life and my outcome and my circumstance. And the reality is, okay, I will learn some new skill. And I'm at that point again. It's okay, what skill can I add to my toolbox of knowledge? And how can I actually craft this circumstance to the point where I can actually serve more people? Help my mission with help more people. And how can I serve you? How can I help you achieve your goals? What are you stuck with? What obstacle is in your path that you're looking to get past, get through, get over, and shift that challenging moment into a new opportunity? What is it that you're doing? Hey, Faith, it's a user. Hey, brother, you have to like or connect with Dub in order to show up as a user here on this. Yes, we're in the same boat today. Yeah. What is the thing that is going to be our focus, that is going to allow us to see not the obstacle, because that's like you're inside the jar. You're trapped inside this limiting belief. And because you can't see the new perspective, you can't see the opportunity from that challenge. So my post relates. So go, if you're not connected to Tapas, go connect, read the post, follow up, and see a new insight. Thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it. I know that we have these circumstances in our lives that challenge us. And sometimes we can reduce our pain, reduce dance with maybe technology, keeping track of everything. You can actually put it on a calendar. If it's not on my calendar, it doesn't happen. Building reminders to think, okay, I need to remember some birthdays. It's like simple things. And anything like that you can think of that you can actually, convert into an opportunity. It's like, oh, I forget birthdays. I don't pay attention a lot of times to some of the things that I could pay attention to. Well, just put them on your calendar and you don't have to think about it. It shows up. The only thing you have to think about is, have I checked my calendar today? Am I thinking about my calendar? Am I paying attention to my schedule? Yeah. Well, there are limiting factors to everything. The other thing that we have to think about is like yesterday on the Author Adventure podcast live stream, we were talking with Dr. Wells about this idea that we can actually, uh, start conversations like this. Critical conversations are good to have because it builds our resiliency to challenging circumstances. You know, and my sister sent me a note earlier today, and it was, and I don't know that I'll get it exact. However, the intent was important to understand, and it's appropriate for this conversation. Is the life we live to get through the struggle may not necessarily be the life we want to live for the rest of our lives. And so, thinking about that, we do certain things because we have to survive. The things we did while we were in a survival mode, getting through, years of rehab, reconstruction, surgeries, everything else that I had to go through was a circumstance that I didn't necessarily have complete control over. And I was grateful for the opportunity to, go through this healing process, saved my arm. And the challenge, though, is that doesn't necessarily define who we are. That doesn't necessarily define who we become, because we can actually change those circumstances. And I'm not sure why, like right now, I don't know if you can hear this. However, I got jets flying over. And I'm not sure if this is a good time. Maybe I need to change the time to arrange my live stream around a different jet schedule. However, it's not going to impact the show. It's not going to impact anything we're doing. It just impacts the noise outside the environment that I'm currently at. That's okay. Hopefully it doesn't come across too much because of the equipment I have here. Every single day we have a circumstance. Somebody cuts us off in traffic, or we forget to order something that we needed, or we forget to somebody forgets to send us something they needed to send us. All of these little micro circumstances are opportunities for us to think about how we can improve. And sometimes it's just our own perception. Sometimes it's just the reality of the way we can actually move forward. And I want to make sure that we're David Riley. What's going on? Is that Donald's jet? I don't know, David. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fantastic on the other side of the world. And life is, hey, it's raining here right now in Arizona. So I kind of like the rain after living in the Northwest in the rainy season. It's just refreshing. It's just so refreshing. And those are little moments, little micro moments that we can actually take and say, wow, I appreciate this. I truly appreciate this. And I have an opportunity to do this. And I want to also remind everybody that we're talking about how we can turning obstacles into opportunities. And I know, David, you've had many circumstances where you have had to turn obstacles into opportunities. From biking to taking movies to drone shots to everything that you got going on. I know that it's not always easy to live life, and we can also appreciate and have gratitude for some of the things that we want to do in our life. And I know I appreciate Dub because Dub has helped me start these conversations. I booked a lot of phone calls. I booked a lot of introductions. I've booked a lot of communications in general with Dub. And I want to bring it back to Dub because I'm thankful and I'm grateful for the opportunity to actually share this information with you today, because and also I want to give back too. So if you sign up for Dub using dub.com/Russ Johns, if you use my affiliate link, I'm more than happy to book a time to talk about strategy on how you can use this. You can sign up for a free trial and go through it. And if you have questions, sign up, because you can always go to bookruss.com, and book a time to have a conversation with me. I consult, I train, I have courses, I have, all kinds of material that I could share with you. And you have an opportunity to change the obstacle into an opportunity as a result of some of these things. Which brings me to my next point of being able to leverage other people's experience in order to achieve your goals. I have an opportunity to, I love learning. I love teaching. I love sharing this information. And I've done it for years. Well, decades, actually. And I encourage you to think about how you can leverage someone else's experience in order to accomplish your goals and converting your obstacles into your opportunities, because we all have experience. And that's why right now, we're able to go out and online and look and see how to fix something, or how to learn something, or achieve results, or achieve a different outcome in our lives. And it's by other people's experience. And that's the beauty of what I love to use with Dub, is this new opportunity to share information that I wouldn't normally be able to share. And a couple of circumstances, examples of this is creating mini courses, creating a landing page with some experience in education, some opportunities that I can share with people and go do that. That's incredibly powerful to be able to share that information with the community. And, if they need some additional help, I'm here to help. I'm more than happy to coach you on some of these technical things or tactics, but also the strategy behind it. How do I use it? Why do I use it? What's important? And how do I achieve these results? How do I get unstuck from inside the jar in order to accomplish a bigger goal that works beyond myself? And these are all questions that I ask myself all the time. And I work through them, and I learn a skill, and I think about how I can help more people. And so these opportunities, appreciate. And so if I can if I can broker an introduction for somebody, that's a huge opportunity. That's an upside. So I'm helping more people achieve results, because by connecting those individuals, maybe a bigger outcome can be achieved by that introduction that I can't necessarily do on my own. However, I can do together with somebody. So if you need, or you're looking for introductions from people, let me know. Who are you searching to be introduced to? Who are you searching to connect with? What conversations are you looking to start? I use Dub all the time to make those introductions, those connections, build those relationships. So I think it's important that we understand, what is the opportunity that can arrive from that obstacle, that challenge. Oh, you're in London. Doing great. London right now. Well, enjoy it. Hopefully things are going well and you have an opportunity to achieve some great outcomes there, or at least have some fun. I would love to visit London one day. So we've talked about how to think about obstacles and turn them into opportunities. And we talked about how you can actually use technology, and you can use something like Dub to provide other people opportunities by introducing them to an idea or a concept or training or teaching, coaching. We've talked about the idea that we can actually create new opportunities from obstacles by connecting the right people together, making those introductions, making those connections, and allowing new people to share their opportunities with each other. And then I want to also wrap it up with this idea and this concept that when we think about these things, and I'm talking for myself now, and you get discouraged at times, and I've been discouraged because I've created a lot of things that apparently nobody really, they weren't as excited about it as I was. And just like a new project or a new website or a new opportunity or a new way of doing things, sometimes these new ideas takes time. Sometimes you're ahead of schedule. And I've created, conversations where I was promoting an idea of having a company radio station. And, when I was back doing radio, and it was a concept that not a lot of people understood. It's okay, how do I create a radio station that's going to reach more people, and how does that benefit me? Well, there's a number of ways to looking at that, and I'd love to have a conversation if you're interested in learning more, because you can actually go to, what did I say? What was that? Oh yeah, bookrust.com. Bookrust.com will allow you to schedule time on my calendar, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about your strategy. What are you doing? How are you helping? And what are your obstacles? And how can we convert them into an opportunity for you? And I struggle because I've worked with people for years, and sometimes people wonder, well, Russ, what do you do? I'm not really sure what you do, how you help, who you help. Well, and that brings up my last conversation around this, is that there's a lot of content being created. There's a lot of content that is out there in the world. And a lot of companies, if they want to increase their visibility, one of the ways that I believe is the best way is to be able to create content just like this. Share your value, share your opportunity, share your authority in the market. I'm a certified Dub trainer. I've been building websites. I've been creating funnels, email marketing, all of these things in the marketing space. I started in advertising in '85, and there's been a huge evolution. I went from in the billboard industry, for example, going from, billboards being painted, hand painted, and having artists paint those billboards by hand, to large format printing, to where they're printing out, 14 by 48 piece of vinyl with images on it, to then going to LED billboards that allow you to actually change them on the fly. And everything changes, everything evolves. And so a technology like Dub, where you can actually use video to start a conversation, to build a conversation, to use introductions, to create a strategy for yourself, to systematically go through and build these things out. I think it's important for us to understand what the opportunity is. And a lot of business owners are not ready to get on camera. They're not ready to start a podcast. They're not ready to create content because the perception is that my clients, that's not how I do business. That's not how I approach my clients. I have a sales team that goes out, build relationships, and then they talk about their services and they talk about things that are taking place. And then we build clientele. And I would argue that if you think about and reflect on a few years ago, not too long ago, where people used to ask, do you have an email address? And it's now, what's your email address? Or they would ask, do you have a website? And now it's, what's your website? Can I text you? Not, do you have a phone? So we're evolving into this space that allows us the opportunity to communicate in new and different ways. And I think billions of people are online, billions of people are on social media, and we all eventually work with people in order to accomplish our goals. So working with people, building relationships with people, building an opportunity out of an obstacle of communication and connection, utilize the tools you have in front of you. Utilize the tools that apply that quick introduction to an individual that you may not know. After 2 years of being limited in communication, there are a lot more people out there that have the ability to understand. I could get on a Zoom session. I don't have to drive across town for an hour to get to a meeting. I now have the opportunity to connect with somebody across the country. I don't necessarily have the requirement to jump on a plane, schedule a flight, and spend 3 days away from my family. So this window of opportunity is now an emerging opportunity. And we have this obstacle that used to be a limit of time and effort, travel, and circumstance and communication, to now we can actually utilize this opportunity to jump in, get comfortable with the technology, utilize and leverage this technology in a way that we've never been able to do in the past. So I want to encourage you to think about those circumstances, those obstacles, convert them into opportunities, and see how that can impact your business, your life, your livelihood, your earning potential, your opportunities that you're doing, about learning, about introductions, about providing circumstances that allow others to achieve their results, and how we can help more people help more people. So I wanted to share this today and let you know that there are ideas out there that are emerging. They're evolving. They're continuing to evolve. So if you work past your obstacles, get some new perspectives, listen to the Love My Dub show, and on Wednesdays at 11:15 Arizona time, 12:15 Pacific time, and think about how that can impact your business. Think about how you can develop your circumstance for that and what that takes. And I just think I just realized that I'm an hour behind. Interesting. Well, such is the case. Yeah, don't be sorry. Had to go. Have a fabulous, wonderful Wednesday and an amazing week. And then Michael Baker, yes, build your network. Your network is your net worth, as they say. self-examination, insight, awareness. Allow yourself the opportunity to think different thoughts. Yeah. Think different thoughts, achieve different goals, dream bigger. That's what I say. Jim, always appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I love it. And hope you're doing well. Wishing you the very best in all your adventures. And with that, I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. Go on and do some other work and support some other clients. If you want some assistance, you want some support, and you want to learn more about how strategy in this arena of visibility and authority and building your brand and be the source of knowledge in your industry, like I know Jim is, book a call with me, book Russ. And if you want to join in and jump on and sign up for Dub, you can actually go to dub.com/r/RussJohns and be more than happy to book a session with you. And then also, if you want to see an example of that, sign up for Dub. If you want to see, no, hold on. Let me change this out. If you want to see an example of a simple sales funnel, go to lovemydub.com, dub-simple-sales-funnel, and check it out. I would love the opportunity to share more information with you because you're awesome. Love you all. Take care, and you enjoy the day. See you next time.